Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast.
Papa-Doo! All right, well, I actually see some spicy ones here. So this one comes from Young Demon 2348, whose profile picture is of Eazy-E. We're only going to do
two or three. What did you say about Young Demon?
Yeah, his pictures of Eazy-E. But here is the hot take. Okay. Kendrick Lamar continues to diss Drake just so he can keep his career alive. That's spicy.
I'd say no, man. Like, I think the average listener does not pick up on, I mean, we're going to talk about it, but these supposed shots to Drake on Carti's album, I don't think they were front and center and obvious to the average listener, you know? And I think the average listeners, especially because of all the exposure from the success of the GNX album, the super successful collab songs with SZA, who's a whole different demographic of listeners, I would imagine. I think he's just been making the right plays to appeal to the general public way more and sound more mainstream and less conscious of a rapper overall. So I think he's making the right plays in that regard. I mean, those little pokes at Drake, those are to appease us fucking rap nerds, but that's not the majority, you know? So I would have to disagree with that.
Okay. I disagree partially. So I definitely don't think he continues to diss him to keep his career alive. I mean, he's fucking Kendrick Lamar. He does not need to keep dissing somebody, keep his career alive. All right. He had 50 million something monthly listeners before the beef started happening. Of course, he's doubled, but 50 million monthly listeners, dude's doing all right. All right. So I will say, I do think he continues to do subliminal pop shots or like generic pop shots that I kind of disagree with you. I think the general public might hear it as Drake shots. Like that might be what a lot of people are looking for because of the beef right now. So I feel like me as a rap nerd, I'm not looking for that. I feel like they're just general shots that he knows people will talk about. So I kind of look at it the exact opposite way. Because I did a live reaction to the songs with Carti on the album, and I like kind of heard like, all right, he just kind of sounds like he's talking in generic form. He's not directing them at him, which we as rappers do all the fucking time. You know how many times I've like dissed somebody that doesn't even exist? Several times. Yeah. And I feel like that's what he's doing. So there's my opinion on that.
I mean, if he would not, there would have been no, well, okay, maybe out of respect for Carti, because Carti and Drake are cool from what I know. They've done songs together. Maybe there was like that respect factor why he didn't actually make it super clear on the song that he was going at Drake. But at the same time, we're talking about the guy that put the dude on blast, literally said his name in the halftime show
with a smile
during the Super Bowl. So there's really no point of holding back now.
All right, well, let's see here. This one is on Twitter. Basically says Lil Nas X ruined country music. Country music is no longer country music ever since Lil Nas X dropped Old Town Road. Country has shifted into a more pop, hip-hop sound. I don't hate it, but it's true.
Man. You're listening to the wrong country music. That's all I can really say. I mean, me personally, I like what country pop might mean to others might mean something different to me. Like, Luke Bryan, for example, isn't country pop per se, but he's definitely not like bluegrass, country roots, type of style. But somebody like, man, this is not going to make any sense to anybody that doesn't listen to country. But somebody like Kelsey Ballerini, for example.
Yeah.
Like that's pop country.
That is 100%
like that.
Pop country, yes.
Yeah, but I like that type of shit. You know what I mean? It's like pop with a country twang to it. And I don't know. I like that type of shit. And that was happening
way before Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X came and did his I forgot the name of the song. Old Town Road.
Old Town Road.
One of the biggest fucking songs. Okay. But yeah, that's I don't know if I really fired back too hard there, but that's what I got.
Yeah, I honestly don't even think Old Town Road had any effect on country music at all, because I had been hearing radio pop country for fucking 10 plus years before Lil Nas X came out with Old Town Road. And I mean, I grew up on like Alan Jackson and like Conway Twitty and just like old country
Conway
people.
Twitty.
Like my grandparents played Conway Twitty all the time. And
I see the something in your eye.
Hello, darling. Nice to see you. It's great. That's the country music I grew up on. George Jones, like the classics. So country music has not been like that for a very long time. You got the new guys Jelly Roll is straight country music now. Luke Bryan, Luke Combs, those guys, they make, it's almost like a alternative rock country. They have some poppy sounds to them, like pop hooks more than anything. Kelsey Ballerini is a pop star that kind of sings over country style beats. Like, I don't even know how to describe that. So yeah, I disagree with you, Cal.
I don't know why she was the first one that came to mind. I like country pop. That's just me.
All right, do you want to do any more hip hop takes? That was 2.
Let's do one more. Hip hop takes. Yeah.
This one is a Carti take. Would that be a good transition?
Ooh, I like it. All right, that is
this
our next
one
segment.
It's from Edgar Perez. It says, "I Am Music was not worth the 5-year wait."
Has
it been 5 years since Die Lit?
Yeah. No, it wasn't Die Lit. It was Whole Lotta Red. That was the album he dropped in 2020.
Was Die Lit before that?
You know what? I got really confused. Really confused because he dropped an album. No, he dropped a song, a single last year that had the word red in it. And I can't even remember what it was, but it had the word red in it. And I was like so confused. I was like, wait a minute. Carti just dropped last year. I remember pulling up to Dunkin' Donuts in my hometown listening to this song. I was like, I know he dropped last year, but it was just a single, just a one-off single. So my brain was all fucked up going into this. But anyways, 5-year wait, and you get this. I don't know what you want from the guy. I thought it was pretty vintage Carti. We'll get into the details of it, but it was rage music. I don't want to give away too much of how I feel about the album.
Fucking fucked. That's what my opinion was. All right.
I think Carti fans are happy. If you're a true Carti fan, which I'm not per se, but I think you're happy with 30 songs and some pretty fire features too along the way.
30 songs was diabolical. Dude, I turned this thing on. I was like, 30 songs. I have to listen to 30.
I didn't tell you that beforehand.
30.
I did not tell you that. I was yo, just listen to the album.
Dude,
I didn't warn you that it was 30 songs.
I just kept scrolling. I was like, how fucking far down does it go? Oh, man.
Oh, man. We should do that for our next project.
Yeah, 30 songs. Let's get it. Here's the thing, man, is I've listened to Carti like 1 or 2 times before this. I couldn't tell you a single song that he's done. So I did go into this I wanted to give it a chance. I'm not going to say I wanted to like it. I did not. I wanted to give it a shot. I wanted to be open-minded and listen to this and be like, okay, I can see why people like this. I can see this. None of that happened. Not a fucking single ounce of that happened. All right.
Come on, man.
Fuck it. Let's get into the album review. There's my answer. Worth the 5-year wait. Maybe for Carti fans. 30 songs. I'd be happy as fuck if like Tech 9 didn't drop for 5 years and then he dropped an album on my head that was 30 songs of stuff that was like his classic stuff. I'd be happy as shit for that. But for me,
features in his genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa do.